I'm sure no one's going to get on because there's only 6 people in this group. And it's Saturday afternoon. I am sorry I didn't get on yesterday. I couldn't find the time. It was a crazy day. But I did want to get on this morning at noon. I've been up here doing videos in like all these different groups. And go over a couple of oils that I wanted to go over yesterday and a couple of oils that I want to go over today. I do want to say this is probably the most put together I've been in like 2 months, but I have a class today at 4 o'clock in Drexel Hill. It's at Jimmy Mac's. It's a bar. And if you're free and you want to come learn about oils, if you're local, please stop by. I will get you a drink. So I want to go over a couple of different oils. I was first going to go over Deep Blue. Deep Blue was actually a BOGO yesterday. Everyone has it. It looks like this in your packages. This is the sample size. I like to keep these in my purse for when I'm out. But normally, if you were to buy it, it looks like this in the rub. Nice big bottle. It also comes in like a liter bottle with a pump. So the couple chiropractors offices that use it, and they have it in the pump, and it's nice because it's not biofreeze, it's not icy hot, it's not Tiger Balm, it's not petroleum based. It is 100% natural. The oils that are in it are oils that actually help your body heal and not just create a cooling and hot sensation. So this is one way it comes in the rub. Another way it comes is in this bottle. This is like the original way. Deep Blue is an oil. So in this bottle, this tube, you have an entire bottle of this Deep Blue in here. So it's nice and strong. It also comes in a roller ball. So it comes, this is piece, but it comes like this, pre-diluted. You can apply this first, either from an oil or from a roller ball, however you want. You can apply this first and then apply this over top if you want a more intense feeling. Now, where you would use this would be on your feet at night if you have been on your feet all day and they are aching you, on your lower back if you get into bed and you have back pain, or just during the day if you're sore, if you have chronic pain, if you have arthritis, if you have bursitis, if your hips are bothering you, shoulder pain. It's like a pain relief oil. Now, I also use it for, say I have a coffee table downstairs and the edges are very like distinguished. They're pointy. I can't tell you how many times I've hit my shin on that coffee table, and there's helichrysum oil in this. Helichrysum oil is also known as liquid stitches. Oh, my dad has it because he cut his hand. He used an entire bottle. So it's a small bottle. It's about this size, and it's $75. So it's an expensive oil. You have about 75 to 80 drops, so it's about $1 a drop. He went through the whole thing in like 2 weeks. I was like, what are you doing? A little goes a long way. So there's helichrysum in this. Helichrysum stops bleeding. We use helichrysum on the bridge of the nose if someone has a bloody nose. I had a C-section with my last child 16 months ago, and the wound opened up. This is going to be a really disgusting story. But it opened up, and I was freaked out about it getting infected because I was breastfeeding. I didn't want to get on an antibiotic because I didn't want the baby to get yeast. And I didn't want to get a yeast infection that happened with my son. And it was just like months of yeast going back and forth. So I was really concerned about that. So every day, twice a day, it was an open wound and I had to get impacted with gauze. So we put the helichrysum in the wound, just 2 drops, unlike my dad that's using 7 drops on his thumb multiple times a day. So just 2 drops each time, and I will tell you the parts that were open healed so much better than the parts that were sewed shut. The scars were very nice looking. The skin stayed healthy and pink the entire time. It took a while to close, but as long as it closed and was healthy and there was no infection, I really didn't care. So helichrysum is a powerful oil. So that is in deep blue. So when I do bang my shin or my elbow or run into something with my hip or my shoulder, I keep seeming to do that with my arm downstairs, I'll put helichrysum on. I'll put deep blue on because it has helichrysum in it. So it'll help with that bruising. It'll help stop that bleeding and not cause such a big bruise. So it's a really cheap way to get helichrysum is through deep blue. It smells really nice. It has a very minty scent. You can smell like the wintergreen in it, kind of smells like gum. And in fact, so there's a lot of oils that can be ingested and cannot be ingested. Not all oils that can't be ingested have a childproof cap on it. This does, this one and wintergreen. And the reason why is because they smell like gum. So they're very attractive to kids. So that's why there is a childproof cap on it. So if you end up getting oils or using oils, don't think that there's only 2 oils you can't ingest because there's only 2 oils with a childproof cap. There are plenty of oils you cannot ingest. Deep blue has blue tansy in it. Tell me did I go over deep blue already in this group? I'm getting so confused with all the groups I'm going in. But it's blue in color because of the blue tansy. Oh no, that was balanced. We went over with the blue tansy. So that's why it's blue. It doesn't stain your skin like the blue tansy does for a long period of time. Ooh, it helps open up your airways. That minty smell. You want to make sure you keep this away from your eyes. If you're using deep blue for a migraine, it's really great for a migraine, but you want to make sure that you're staying hairline and back, just like with the peppermint and with the past tense that I'll talk about in a minute. So deep blue is also great for neuropathy, carpal tunnel, I'm trying to think, fibromyalgia, lupus, if you're in a car accident and you have whiplash. Really like think of any body soreness. That is what deep blue is great for. Pre-workout, post-workout, help you recover faster. There are anti-inflammatory oils in deep blue. Deep blue works really well with frankincense. Frankincense makes all other oils work better. So you're just adding more of an anti-inflammatory response to the deep blue if you mix it with frankincense. What else do I want to talk about? I guess that's it. I think I hit everything, even looking at this book. Looks like I did. There's pills for deep blue too. So if you're someone that has chronic pain, constantly in pain, if you have had surgery and you just never healed correctly, get migraines often, there's a pill called deep blue. You cannot ingest deep blue oil. It can be used aromatically and topically. It cannot be used internally, but there's a pill that has a lot of the same oils in it. There's more herbs of those plants that are used to make the oil, so you can ingest them, and that helps with chronic pain. Okay, so past tense. Past tense was one of my favorite oils when I first started with oils. I had bought this kit that's not that they've redone because I've been enrolled for a long time, and it's now a better kit. But at the time, I bought the Home Essentials kit, and it came with past tense. And it wouldn't have been an oil that I would have bought in the beginning to try out, but I'm not one that gets a lot of headaches. And it's mainly called the tension blend, and people use it for headaches. It's kind of like the headache blend that we refer to. But I had a headache, and it was like kind of like back here in my head, and I put the past tense behind my ears. And like I had said before, allergies was one of the reasons I started getting into oils for myself, and I could feel all of my congestion just start draining from putting the past tense behind my ears. So that was like one of my favorite ways to use it, and I quickly became obsessed with past tense. So it's in a roller ball. It's in a roller ball like this. This is oregano. And these roller balls, is this already open? Are nice because they're completely leak proof. They have this stainless steel ball at the top. The ones that you buy and make, like I buy roller balls and send them out to anyone that enrolls. There's no top on this one. The little ones that you guys have a stainless steel ball, but for the most part, when you buy them and make them yourself, they have this like plastic ball. Sometimes it's glass, but the surrounding area is all plastic. These are nice. I have these for kids because they're covered in silicone, so if they drop them, they won't break, or if they do break, they're all contained. So another way I use past tense is I remember sitting at my son's high chair and feeding him dinner and like leaning over and putting food in his mouth, and just from during the stress during the day, and then the shoulder motion, I felt like I had a lot of tension. My muscles were really tight in between my shoulders in my back. So I love to take the past tense oil and just quickly roll it over that part of my back, and within minutes you can really feel the tension release from your muscles. So I'd really love it if you guys could try that. Take that past tense oil and try rubbing it in between your shoulders if you feel like you're tense. I mean, if you get tense in other places, if you're tense in your neck or your jaw, you know, try using it there. But just whatever you do, try not to get it on your fingers. Do not touch your eyes. Don't get it near your eyes. If you were to do that, you don't want to use water. You want to use like a coconut oil or an olive oil, because water drives oil deeper into your skin. Water and oil don't mix. So water does not dilute essential oils. Only a carrier oil like coconut oil, argan oil, olive oil, jojoba oil, grapeseed oil, they dilute essential oils. I tell people that are using deep blue for pain relief, if you want a more intense pain relief, if you want to drive that deep blue deeper into your skin, deeper into the muscle, get a warm washcloth and put it on top after you apply the oil or the product. And it will help drive that in. Oh, so some uses for past tense. Top uses are headache and migraines, muscle aches, swelling, cramping, hungover, hot flashes, and cooling. Anything that's minty will be cooling. Bruises and burns. I'm guessing bruises for pain and burns for the cooling sensation. There's marjoram in past tense, and marjoram's a muscle relaxer as well, so that's one of the reasons it helps release tension in the body. And for well, the next one is, well, for muscle aches, and the next one is joint pain, tension and stress, neck and shoulder pain, arthritis, and a restful sleep. So the restful sleep one is interesting. I feel like when you smell that, you're kind of just like opening up. It's opening up your sinuses. It's kind of a good oil for anxiety. But I want to see what this book says about the emotional side of past tense. The tension blend. The oil of relief. Generally used to relieve headaches, the tension blend also assists individuals in releasing the stress and emotional tension that they may have contributed to or caused their headache. It invites balance and reminds individuals there is still much to be grateful for despite opposition, trials, or setbacks. So the ingredients are wintergreen, lavender, peppermint, frankincense, all good headache oils. Marjoram's also a really good sleep oil, so it makes sense to help release and relax. Roman chamomile is like the baby oil, all things calming, really acts like a sedative. The negative emotions it addresses are being stressed, overworked, nervous, burnt out, overwhelmed, fatigued, imbalanced, and tense. The positive properties are to create balance in your life, calm, relaxed, relieved, and grateful. So the suggested uses in this book are inhale from the bottle, diffuse. So if you're going to diffuse it, I have these pipettes that I use, and I just label them so that I know this one's past tense. And I just get some of the oil out, and I have never actually diffused past tense, but it makes sense because I diffuse wintergreen, lavender, peppermint, frankincense. Maybe I'll give that a try. I have a full bottle downstairs in my purse. Diffuse, place in hands, rub, and rub or inhale. Topically, apply 1 to 3 drops in the head, neck, and shoulders. Since it's in a rollerball, it's very easy to use topically. Oh, and the Soothing Blend, which is deep blue. I didn't read about that one. Soothing Blend. It is the oil of surrendering pain. The negative emotions it helps with is resisting pain, avoiding emotional issues, panicked, fearful, wounded. The positive properties are strengthened, accepting, soothed, serene, and healing. If you have deep blue in the oil, you can diffuse it. You couldn't diffuse the rub. The Soothing Blend is generally used for physical pain, but can also assist individuals who are resisting or avoiding the emotions that underlie their physical pain. It offers strength to face emotional wounds, allowing the wounds to surface for transformation and healing. I was telling this other group that I was doing, my BOGO group, that I was in a car accident a couple weeks ago, like probably a month ago, and I was flat on my back for 2 to 3 weeks, and I could hardly move. I could hardly get up to go to the bathroom. When I did, I got up twice a day in the morning and night to go to the bathroom and brush my teeth, and then I was back in bed. I had to hire someone to come to the house and watch the kids all day, every day, while Drew was working. And one of the things I did to help me push through the pain and get up, besides applying oils topically and taking some oils internally, was smelling. I would just keep this next to my bed. I would open it up and I would just smell the deep blue. They did a study where just smelling certain oils can help reduce your pain. So I remembered that, and I kept this by my bed, and I would smell it every time I was trying to get up. And it definitely helped me push through the pain and get up and get out of bed and move around. So that is the Tension Blend. The other ones I wanted to talk about were both OnGuard products. OnGuard is the protective blend. So when we're talking about helping boost immunity, we're talking about OnGuard. OnGuard is an oil that they started making products with. So this is the oil. It has if you've used the toothpaste, you know it's more like a cinnamon smell, kind of. I think a lot of people think it smells like chai tea. When they first smell this, it has a fall scent to it. But it has wild orange, clove, cinnamon, and eucalyptus and rosemary in it. You can ingest this oil. Use it all 3 ways: aromatically, topically, and internally. They did a study that came out this past September at convention where they took a 32-ounce bottle of water and put 1 drop of OnGuard in it, and they used it to clean countertops, and they only did it for 7 days. They tested it for 7 days because most people clean their countertops at least once a week. And it killed all funguses and bacteria and viruses, and nothing grew on that countertop for 7 days. So OnGuard is a hotter oil because it has clove in it, it has cinnamon in it, so it's kind of warm. It has great oral properties to it. So even just the toothpaste isn't in this book, but the blend itself is. So I'm going to just go through the blend and what it says about it. It's used for killing germs and airborne pathogens. So we diffuse it in the house after school. And when anyone is sick, we're always diffusing this to help get better, to help kill any germs, kill any viruses in the air. It's a seasonal immune boost. Diffuse or take in water. If you have a sore throat, you can put, just like I did with the lavender, you can put a drop in a shot glass of water and gargle. And it has analgesic properties, so it's numbing. And it kills any bacteria. So it will really, really help. Like, you can almost think of it as like a natural chloroseptic. It'll really help kill any pain. Colds and flu, staph, strep, throat and cough, gargle in one drop in water and swallow. Cold sores, warts, and infected wounds. I would not put this in an infected wound. I would probably dilute it in coconut oil and apply around an infected wound. Oral health, gargle a drop in water. So for oral health, not only gargling a drop in water, so the clove and cinnamon and rosemary are really great for your gum health too. So, and the wild orange is going to help eat away at any like plaque or tartar on your teeth. So you can make a mouthwash out of it. You could add peppermint to it if you want that like minty taste. A lot of people will take their toothbrushes and dunk them upside down in a glass of water and put a drop or two of OnGuard in it to help disinfect their toothbrushes. They came out with the toothpaste like a year, maybe 2 years ago. And there's been a lot of people, if you're in our big user group with the 4,000 people, you'll see a lot of people talk about how they love the toothpaste and going to the dentist. The dentist has said something about their gum health getting so much better and their teeth being incredibly clean. I think it tastes really good too. It's fluoride free, which fluoride was just categorized as a neurotoxin. So it helps with fungal and parasite issues, urinary tract issues, and antiseptic, chronic fatigue, and autoimmune disease. So OnGuard does it all. It's an oil that I have a bag of oils that I keep down here that when I go through and I use them up and they're just empty. I have one in my basement and I have one right here. There's so many OnGuards in here because it's one of the most used oils in our house. And I think it smells really good. So there's a lot of different forms of OnGuard. There's the oil, there's the toothpaste, there's the hand sanitizer, there's the laundry detergent, I have this hand soaps in my bathroom. There's the cleaner concentrate that I use to spray things down with if I don't feel like making something with my oils. There's the pills, there's the beadlets. So those peppermint beadlets, they also come in OnGuard beadlets. My husband has them on his bureau. So these are the OnGuard beadlets. They just help boost your immunity throughout the day. So if you're around people that like large crowds, they're great to take. They also come in this pill form. And that pill form has a couple other oils in it, like Melissa, black pepper, oregano. I'm sure you've seen on TV, like producing, we're not giving our chickens antibiotics anymore. We're putting oregano in their water. So like that OnGuard soft gel acts like a natural antibiotic. Yeah, it's one of my favorites, like top 5 OnGuard soft gel is one of my favorites. I'll always have that one in my house. I've always said to people, like, if there's only one thing I could ever buy again from doTERRA, it would be the OnGuard soft gels that are in this bottle. Because I hate being sick. Especially now that I have 2 kids to take care of. And I don't know anyone that enjoys being sick. So in the hand sanitizer, I've been using that everywhere. I've been using that in shopping carts for the kids and for myself. I mean, you think of how many people are touching those shopping carts in a day, touching their face, wiping their nose, just the bacteria and germs that are passed back and forth from those shopping carts. I spray that down. I'll spray Harrison's hands before he goes into school, because the way that OnGuard works is when you spray it, it's going to kill the germs that are on your hands, but it's also going to continue killing. So, you know, when he's in school touching things, I know that it's also helping in that situation. It's not going to help all day. It's not going to help for the 3 or 4 hours he's there, but it is going to help for a little while. And then I spray them again when he gets in the car. I have those hand sanitizers everywhere. I just sprayed, we were at Pinocchio's in media, and I had the baby in a seat. I think I might have said this. And I sprayed the table because she'd be touching the table. So it has apple extract in there. It has the alcohol that's in there is naturally derived alcohol. It is not the same as rubbing alcohol. So it will not dry your hands out, which is also really nice. It also won't get into your body and start killing good bacteria. because your body needs bacteria to be healthy. 70% of your immune system is found in your gut, and you want good bacteria in your body to fight the bad bacteria. So it's important you're not, lathering yourself up in Purell or Germ-X. So I think that's all I was going to say about those 4 oils. Let me know what you guys think about them, if you're using them, if you're confused about anything. Tomorrow I'll jump on and go over the peppermint beadlets, although there's not real much to go over about the peppermint beadlets, but I'll go over that. And I think I'll also go over like what makes doTERRA different from other essential oils. There's a lot of essential oil companies out there right now. I feel like everyone's trying to cash in on this movement of natural alternatives. There's very few really safe ones out there. So yeah, I'll do that. But yeah, let me know how it's going, and if you need any more help or if I can explain something better. I am here for you and to answer your questions. And don't ever think that you're bothering me or bugging me. So I hope everyone has a great weekend. I will be back on tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. And use your oils. Keep them on you.